What if I told you there was a simple way to produce winning Facebook ads for your e-commerce brand that would cut the guesswork, unlock predictable performance, and finally allow you to break past your current revenue ceiling, all without having to invest tons of money into content creators or needing to produce hundreds and hundreds of ads just to find a few winners? And having run a marketing agency since 2020 and worked with dozens and dozens of different types of e-commerce brands, I can say hands down that what I'm about to share with you in today's video works for pretty much any type of e-commerce brand in any niche, any vertical. And it even works if you're not in e-commerce. You know, you could be selling SaaS, insurance, you could be selling homes, whatever it is. This stuff works because it's rooted in consumer psychology. And what I'm going to show you today is what has allowed us to scale brands from $5,000 per day in revenue all the way to $54,000 per day in revenue and beyond. What we do in my agency is we specialize in helping e-commerce brands scale to 8 figures and multiple 8 figures. The way that we do that is through multiple done-for-you services. And I'm going to show you a quick refresh on the Shopify dashboard here. You can see one of our clients, last 90 days, date range, just over $2.2 million in revenue. This is what we've been doing since 2020. And we work with a handful of e-commerce brands. If that is something you're interested in and you want a team to handle your ad creatives, your media buying, your funnel optimization, even your email marketing, all those services, or just one of those services, then there's a link just below this video in the description, and you can go to my website and book a call with me. But without further ado, let's dive into the videos. So the reason why I create these videos is because I want to help e-commerce brand owners discover new strategies, new ideas that they can apply today, right? I don't want to sit here and just talk about theory. I want to show you real, raw examples out there in the world that you can then take and apply, right? This video is going to be focused around ad creatives and specifically ad creative frameworks. Now, why am I creating a video about frameworks? Well, the thing is, most e-commerce brands, if you're running your own ads or you have an agency that's running your ads for you, what is likely happening with your ad creative is that there is no scientific process to producing winners on a predictable basis, right? The reason why you can scale your ad spend consistently month over month is because you can continue to produce winning ad creatives. A winning ad creative is one that you can scale that remains on target. And by scale, I'm talking you can spend a few $1,000s per day, tens of $1,000s per day on that ad creative alone. And that is going to allow you to achieve new heights. So the unfortunate reality is that most agencies, even brand owners, what they do is they kind of mash ads together. They don't really put a lot of thought into the structure behind the ad. And look, that's not your fault. We were those guys as well, right? When we started doing this back in 2020, we were those guys that would mash things together. And it always annoyed me that we didn't have a process in place that would allow us to be more structured and more scientific in our approach, and almost create a machine where we have inputs and the outputs are winning ad creatives, right? Not every single ad creative that we produce, or no one's going to have a 100% hit rate. But the game we're playing is, how do you increase that win rate, right? How do you get better? How do you get more efficient at producing those winning ads? And one of the key things that I have discovered, from other people who did things a lot better than us, and even through testing ourselves over the years, is that using ad creative frameworks, which are structured formats of producing videos, are one of the ways where you can increase the predictability of the amount of ad creatives that become winners, all right? So with that said, let's dive into the video. So I'm going to show you 3 different ads today, 3 different frameworks, and we're going to watch the videos, and I'm going to break down the framework in step-by-step detail for you. Now, this video is going to be jam-packed with action steps, the action steps being note down the framework and start creating ads based on the framework, right? It's that simple. That's all you need to take away from this video, okay? The brand that we're going to be covering is Dr. Squatch. I've been asked a few times to create a ad creative breakdown on Dr. Squatch. Sure, you guys watching this know this brand. $400 million per year in revenue. This is an estimate. They're doing around this, right? Whether it's 300, 400, like they're big, right? They know what they're doing. They've been around for years. They're one of the OGs, I guess, in like direct response on Facebook. So yeah, let's get right into it. So the first one we're going to look at, the first framework, is a classic 3 ways. Now, 3 ways, you could also do 3 reasons, like 3 reasons why. But these ads are like one of the easiest to produce. So I'm going to show you how easy it is right now. Okay, so let's watch the video and we'll break it down.
3 ways to attract women without speaking. 1. Pine tar. If you want women to go absolutely feral for you, you have to try this scent. It's refreshing, invigorating, and women are obsessed with how it smells. 2. Fresh Falls. This will have you smelling fresh and clean for days on end. Trust me, you're guaranteed to get numbers left and right when using this. 3. Wood Barrel Bourbon. Now this is definitely one of the sexiest scents out there. It's warm, it's rich, and it'll leave you smelling like a real man. If you want to try any of these, you've got to check out Dr. Squatch. Not only are they made with natural ingredients, but their long-lasting manly scents are guaranteed to make you smell 10 times more attractive.
If you smell like this, oh, I'm definitely coming over.
I will hunt you down.
No way. 10 out of 10, guys.
But these soaps are always selling out, so you better get yours before it's too late.
Okay, so very simple and straightforward ad. We're gonna break it down right now. So the main thing, if you notice in this ad, is actually there's no one ever talking to the camera. The voiceover is AI, and they're just leveraging a bunch of B-roll that they already have. All right, so you don't have to always pay a content creator to create a video for you. You can create a script, feed it to AI like 11 Labs for voiceover that sounds pretty human. This one sounds a little bit robotic. You can get more human ones. I know this one is a high-performing one because I've seen it tons of places. We tested it ourselves. Anyway, and you just need to leverage a bunch of B-roll. If you don't have a bunch of B-roll, well, you need to get B-roll, okay? Look, you can get B-roll yourself, right? There's much more simple ways to get B-roll than asking creators to do it. Of course, getting creators to do it is going to give you more leverage on your time, but you're going to have to pay for it, right? So, coming back to the ad, 3 ways to attract women without speaking. It's a classic 3 ways. It's a listicle, and it just allows you to educate the audience because what do? Like, what's the next step? It's very simple. Way number 1, right? Pine tar. Features and benefits of way number 1. Way number 2, features and benefits. Way number 3, features and benefits. Introduce the product. Talk about the features and benefits of the product again. Link it to the desired outcome, what the customer actually wants, right? And Dr. Squatch are the kings of relating the product to the actual desire that the man wants, right? Which is to increase attraction with other women, right? If you were to put this into the Light Force 8 core desires, which are 8 core desires that are hardwired into us as human beings, the core desire that they're appealing to is sexual companionship, and it's the most powerful one. So if you can do that, if your brand allows for that, of course, by all means, you want to appeal to that desire, because they're selling soap, right? They're selling soap. You can go on about how the soap cleans and all that stuff, but ultimately, what does the customer want, right? And that's how you need to be thinking. What is the outcome? What is the benefit of the benefit, right? And they've done this, right, by ultimately linking the product and the features and benefits to the desired outcome, right? They have some social proof in there. They have that twice. We saw, these women sniffing these men, and it's over exaggerated, but it creates it's funny, right? And it appeals to the audience, right? The audience know that, okay, this is kind of humorous, but still the point is gotten across. And it finally ends with urgency and CTA. If you looked at other breakdowns of creatives, other videos where you break down creatives on my channel, you'll see that a lot of times the call to action is not just like, go get yours now. It's more like, go get yours now because it's selling out. Keep selling out. Stock is low. We have this limited time offer. There's always a reason to buy now. And that is the key with direct response. Direct response means that we want a direct response from the user, right? We want them to take an action. So if you create all these great ads, but don't have a strong call to action, you don't have a strong reason for someone to go, to click, and to buy now, then your ads are going to fall short, okay? So everything comes together. Now, hopefully this is probably the simplest creative we've ever broken down on this channel, but it works, right? And you have to, put the front load the features and benefits that your customer will resonate most with. If you're going to create a 3 reasons why video, which is a version of this, then put the most powerful reason first, okay? And you can look at your FAQs to see, which reasons, objections, questions customers have the most. You can look at heat maps and session recordings to see which ones are interacted with the most, and you can use those in your ads, all right? Second ad is the desired outcome demo, right? And this was also an extremely simple one, and you're going to see why in just a moment.
My wife hasn't looked at me like this in years. My confidence has never been higher, and this scent drives her wild. Seriously, 10 out of 10, guys. What if I told you there was a cologne scientifically proven to restore attraction? That would be an exaggeration, obviously. But this Dr. Squatch cologne smells so good it should be illegal. And at $78, it's far less expensive than most other brands. That's just $78 for more attention from your partner. This will make her fall at your feet. You won't even know what the word rejection means anymore.
If you smell like this, I'm definitely coming over.
I will hunt you down.
No way. 10 out of 10, guys.
These colognes sell out quick, so I'd hop on this while you can.
Okay, so hopefully you've seen a lot of similarities between this ad and the one that we just saw before. Again, it's B-roll with a voiceover, right? And if you want to achieve high volume of ads that you're producing, really this is the way to go, right? It allows you to produce ads faster. You save money on content. You save time on shipping products to content creators, getting content back, all that stuff, right? So the ad itself starts with the hook, right? So my wife hasn't looked at me like this in years. Again, Dr. Squatch are the kings of appealing to the core desire of the human that we're selling to, right? And it doesn't always have to be about sexual companionship. It doesn't always have to be about the opposite sex and attraction, right? Of course, if you're selling products where that makes sense, leverage it, right? That's not the case for everyone. I mean, an example where you can get creative is like you guys might know the brand True Classic. They sell t-shirts. They take the t-shirt and they create ads around the desire of sexual companionship, that the t-shirt makes you more attractive. And they've modeled a lot of what they've done on Dr. Squatch and the way that they approach their ads. So you might think, well, I'm selling a t-shirt, I'm selling clothing that doesn't link to that core desire. Well, it does. So yeah, there's a lot that can be done when it comes to linking core desires, but I would search for the Life Force 8 core desires, and you will find the 8 core desires that you can use in your advertising that is going to increase your click-through rate and ultimately your conversions as well. So this is the hook, as we spoke about. Right, my wife hasn't looked at me like this in years, and it has a visual to back that up. And it goes a little bit into the desired outcome here, right? High confidence and this thing that drives the woman wild, right? Of like desired outcome. Let me go to a little bit of social proof of the woman right here. Even though it's exaggerated, like it gets the point across and it's kind of funny. That's the Dr. Squatch brand. So it does work for them. Discovery is just about discovering the product, right? Like the voiceover is like, hey, what if I told you there was a cologne that would restore attraction? It uses some like mock authority, like scientifically proven. The reason why it works is because, again, the type of audience that is watching this, they'll get it, right? Is like, okay, like, yeah, it's not scientifically proven, but like I'm still watching, I still want to know what the product is. And you can't really back cologne up with science, right? Unless you're selling pheromones, which is a different story. But yeah, that's the authority and mocking the authority. Introducing the product features, some benefits. Let me amplify the benefits. And this is more like intensification from Eugene Schwartz in his book, Breakthrough Advertising. And it just becomes more vivid in the customer's mind. The more you can exaggerate that even more. Social proof and more social proof. And then finally, urgency and call to action as well, as we saw. All right. So moving into the final ad, it's going to be another listicle. This one is a little bit different, but I'm going to show you how similar it is to the first ad. And hopefully it gives you some more inspiration for creating your own listicles for your own brand as well.
3 body parts that need to smell good, according to her. 1. Neck. It's the home of natural charm and where scent lingers. A fresh neck is a welcome invitation. 2. Chest. The most popular cuddle spot for women. It's intimate and inviting, so it has to smell amazing. 3. Face. Whether it's covered by a manly beard or as smooth as chiseled Brad, it has to be at its freshest to end or extend the night. That's why you need Dr. Squatch's legendary soap bricks, the world-famous natural soap that cleans and hydrates the manliest skin, leaving it fresh all day and all night. And with natural ingredients like shea butter, chunks of oatmeal, and activated charcoal, they'll never overpower your natural pus, only enhance it. But hurry up and grab yours before they sell out again.
Okay. So again, very, very simple listicle. Notice how it is also just B-roll and a voiceover, right? It's the same as the other 2 ads that we saw. So the hook is obviously one that's going to stop the scroll for men, and it's 3 body parts that need to smell good, right? So opening some curiosity there. It's always good to start with curiosity. Humans are curious by nature, and if you can open a curiosity loop, it grabs attention and it bakes engagement into the attention, right? Meaning people are going to want to stick around to find out what the punchline is, right? The most important thing is you have to, if you're going to open a curiosity loop, satisfy that soon in the video, right? It could be in the middle of the video, whatever it is, but satisfy the open curiosity loop. And Dr. Squatch does this immediately by saying, here are 3 body parts, right? There's no gatekeeping. We start with the neck, number 1. We give a little bit of education around why the neck is one of the most important body parts that needs to smell good. We link to the desired outcome. Fresh neck is a welcome invitation. We go into number 2, which is the chest. Again, we educate why that is. Number 3, the face, and why that is, right? And also linking to the desired outcome there as well. Off the back of that, we introduce the product, right? So it links the scents and the 3 body parts to the product, right? So it's always useful if you can educate first and then introduce your product as a solution after that. Then we talk about some of the features, some of the benefits, right? Fresh all day, all night, et cetera, et cetera. More features with ingredients. You could also say it's a little bit of a unique mechanism. More benefits as well. So notice how we go features, benefits, features, benefits. It's good to stack your features and benefits. Usually you don't want to do any more than 3 at a time. And then urgency and call to action as well. Buy now before it runs out of stock, right? And we saw that throughout the 3 ads. Those are the commonalities, right? So Dr. Squatch, a lot of commonalities, similarities between these 3 ads. And hopefully this breakdown is one that has just simplified this whole process of creating ads. I know it's tough. Like I run an agency that produces hundreds and hundreds of ads every single month for clients. And it's tough, right? You're constantly battling against creativity and You're constantly battling against Meta's rising CPMs or whatever it is, time of year, summer slump, Q4, like whatever it is. It's not easy, right? And I sympathize with you. We're in the same boat. And hopefully these videos, watch the other ones on my channel, basically just breaking down other creatives. Like I'm giving you guys tons and tons of frameworks. If you just watch the videos, if you download the D2C Growth Ball below this video, it has the top ad creative frameworks in there, right? It's free. Just sign up via email and you'll get a bunch of frameworks that you can plug and play into your own ad creatives, okay? That's it for this video. As I mentioned at the beginning, if you are looking for a partner to really shortcut all this, come in and do all this for you so that you can focus on other things like product, like building out operations, building out your customer service team, new product development, whatever it is, just building the business, doing things that require your attention as an operator, as a business owner, then there's a link below this video to go to my website. You book a call directly with me. We'll have a very frank and open, honest conversation about your business. We don't work with clients that we don't really believe we can help, right? Our model is that we only work with 10 clients at a time, and we have to be very selective by nature, because if we're not, then we're going to bring on a bunch of clients that we can't actually deliver for, and everyone knows how that works out, right? So that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.